G'day, now my name's Roy Brake and we're in South Australia, the great state of Australia, and we're in a place called Semaphore. And Semaphore is down on the coast, as you see, a very beautiful place, quite a lot of history involved in here. And when we're talking about history, it reminds me of something I heard the other day about 4 Ds of a successful life. The first thing is, it starts with a dream. And we're looking down this way, we're going back towards the Semaphore place here, and it starts with a dream. And there's a story, well-known story about a guy who had a dream, and he dreamt that one day all his brothers and his family were all going to bow down to him, and it caused no end of strife and trouble. In fact, his brothers hated him, and he said even his old man was going to bow down to him, and his dream caused no end of trouble. And the good news is that, so what actually happened, because he had a dream, that wasn't going to say that it came to pass, but in what happened, the next D was it ended up in great distress, because his brothers ended up selling him into slavery, and he ended up in a pit and all sorts of terrible things, and he ended up being sold into down into Egypt, and he ended up in great distress, all because of his dream. And yet the dream was in the process of coming to pass, but the distress was part of the whole process. And the third D in the whole process was that there was a developmental stage, and he ended up working as a slave in this captain of the army's house. He ended up managing his business, he ended up managing and then he got caught up in a rape charge. The guy's wife accused him of rape, and he was jailed on a false rape charge. And again, he ended up managing the whole prison as a political prison. And so the first thing, you have a dream, and that dream can actually lead into distress. But the distress part of it is actually part of the whole process, which can lead to what is called development. Now, he had to develop to come to the place where his dream could be fulfilled, you see. And so the next stage in the whole process, distress, dream, development. The third stage was development, and in the process, in the house as a slave and also in the prison, he developed certain skills that enabled him. And then all of a sudden, the king of the place, or the pharaoh, had a dream, and he was able to interpret that dream, and he ended up becoming the prime minister of Egypt. He ended up managing a world relief program, and his dream actually came to pass, and his brothers and his old man actually did bow down to him. So if you've got a dream, don't give up. If you're in a distress situation because of your dream, still don't give up, because there's possibly a development stage that you're going to have to go through, and it's all part of that whole thing before you can have the last one, and that's a demonstration. Before the demonstration can come through of the dream that you've got in your heart. So let's rehearse it again. Number 1, you get a dream. Number 2, it can lead to distress. Number 3, there's a stage of development that you have to go through so you can see the demonstration of that particular dream. Now, we're down at Semaphore, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to go down the beach now, and it's going to be good. You guys are going to come with us, aren't you?